How are you doing tonight, everybody? So you were talking about black autism? I'm on the spectrum. White autism is not that much better. I mostly start with that because you guys are now obligated to laugh. So I was driving up to Dallas the other day and I happened to pass by this RV park called Jokesters Park. It's kind of cool. It had a paintball park connected to it and it had water slides. I'm not talking about really small water slides. I'm talking about Schlitterbahn quality water slides. I'm looking at those and thinking, those idiots, they'll never fit an RV in there. So I was in the supermarket the other day, work at Target. It only makes sense that I'm in there most of the time. So, it got me thinking about proper aisle structure. Some supermarkets don't like to place products in a very conducive way. For example, I was passing by the baby aisle, and books were on the other side where they were advertising 50 Shades of Grey. It doesn't matter which direction you're walking down that aisle, Freud says something is going to get messed up. So we need to place buffer aisles. My team lead, as they like to call themselves, didn't like when I proposed putting Plan B right between those two, because it doesn't matter which direction you're walking, something is going to get canceled. So, I was thinking the other day about being white. How much white guilt there is. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with white guilt, it's basically the notion that we should and or do feel guilty for our ancestors' racism. And I was thinking about it, and I realized there are 3 different kinds of white guilt. First hand, second hand, and third hand. Third hand is when you see something in the media that makes you feel guilty. For example, I was watching TV the other day, and a nice commercial comes on for KFC. It's a nice family of 4 enjoying a $20 fill-up. Everything's okay. Then I realized the family was black, which is okay in every way, but white guilt set in because I realized, oh crap, that's a stereotype. Did I make this commercial? Am I responsible for this? So in order to rectify the problem, I just went completely racist in the opposite direction and temporarily lived in a world where that stereotype did not exist and white people could dance. It was a great world. Then there's secondhand accidental white, well not accidental, secondhand white guilt, which is when you hear someone else say something that makes you feel guilty. Like I was at the open mic last week and you dropped the hard R on stage. You're like, whoa, did I say that? Did I come out my mouth? No? Why do I still feel guilty? Then we have first-hand white guilt, which is where you say something completely accidentally and it still comes out pretty bad. So, like I said, I work at Target. I'm in the electronics department, so I sell TVs. When people are buying TVs, there are 3 main qualities that they look for when they're purchasing a television as far as picture quality. Whites, which refers to how well they display colors on the brighter edge of the spectrum, such as that big truck over there. Colors, which refers to the vibrancy and brightness of the picture, and blacks, which refers to how well they display darker shades on the spectrum. So, I have a guest come in, wants a TV, and says, can you tell me the difference between the Vizio and the Samsung? Well, Vizio definitely has better colors. They are a lot brighter, the picture is going to be a lot clearer, but when it comes with Samsung, the whites are better than the blacks. White guilt sets in. Panic ensues. This guy had apparently never heard of these terms and asked me, what do you mean the blacks? You know, dark things? I think I'm just gonna go to Walmart. Okay. So I did mention that I'm on the spectrum. Dating sucks when you're on the spectrum. I know other people have mentioned it. Now men, we're pretty naturally oblivious creatures as is. In fact, dating is so bad, I've actually had one girlfriend, but she was Canadian, so after the exchange rate, it's sort of like nobody's ever actually loved me. Now men are pretty naturally oblivious creatures as is. Oh, are you Canadian? Hey, how's it going? Men are pretty naturally oblivious creatures. We have 3 layers of oblivion. This is how many hints a woman has to drop before the man finally gets it. We start at level 1, which is pretty innocuous, and the woman, after seeing you for, it's been a long time, she says, "Oh, hey Trey, I was thinking about you the other day." This tells a normal, well-adjusted man, such as yourself, to say, "Oh, I was thinking about you too." This tells me to say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Now that little awkward silence that ensues, don't mind us, we're just buffering. Then we get to level 2, where we get a little more forceful, but still not quite there, and she says, "We should hang out sometime." Well-adjusted man says, "Yes, we should," and makes a date. Little old me says, "Yes, we should," and buffers. Then we get to level 3, where she gets a little more forceful, and any well-adjusted man finally gets it, where she says, "What are you doing later?" Well-adjusted man says, "Why, taking you to dinner, of course." Little old me says, "Playing Mario Kart for 3 hours and watching Netflix until I pass out." Thank you. Now, autistic people, we have an extra 2 layers of oblivion. Ladies, if you get to these levels, bless your patience. Layer 4. She's a little more forceful, but doesn't want to outright say she's interested. She says, "I got a new bed, would you like to help me break it in?" "Oh, you're an insomniac and you don't want people to know." I get it. Till we finally get to level 5 and she says, "No, Trey, I want you to take me back to my place and ride me like a cowboy." Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah, I got it. We were both pretty disappointed though when I showed up with a saddle. That's actually all I have for you folks.